Hey everybody, it's me, Moonted here, back with another video. Today we are back watching Season 2 of Xylophonys Origins of Olympus, A Year of Punishment. This is part 2 of episode 6. So yeah, like always, this video and the channel will be down in the description below. Please go check them out. And yeah, shall we get right into it?
Huh? What the? Huh? Xylo?
Hello there.
Obi-Wan Kenobi. Sorry, I had to say Obi-Wan Kenobi. Is that you? I did not know Obi-Wan Kenobi was in Origins of Olympus, but I guess he was. Yep. This is weird. Okay.
Hi, what are you doing here?
I just thought I'd come pay you a visit. Maybe.
May I remind you, he came, was he doing there unannounced and uninvited? Is this just a normal thing in this universe that like you could just walk into people's houses if you know them? Like, Brian and you don't have the best relationship. You should probably not be walking into his mansion. I'm just saying.
Talk to you about a few things.
Oh, yeah, you're more than welcome to. What did you want to talk about?
I don't know, just what you've been doing for the past few days. Just curious.
Let me just say the background music is a bop. Extremely good.
Ever since you got back to camp? Have you been?
I've been okay. I've just been in the camp and I've been with River, or Jakey, I should say. Been hanging out a lot.
So?
But why do you ask?
Oh, just curious. You know, just looking out for you. Looking out for the camp. Looking out for others. It's kind of what I do.
Right.
Yeah, true. But yeah, I don't really have a lot to say here right now because there's nothing really to like defend or say. So let's keep on going. This is kind of a tangent. I don't know if I've said this already, but like the new skins are way better. Like they're just really good, you know, because they actually have detail that is distinguishable from blocks. Like Xylo's new skin looks extremely good, and Brian's, and K-Quay's, and Mario's. Even though Mario didn't really change. Mario's skin did not change almost at all. And K-Quay's too, but like there is subtle differences, like the eyes being more, you know, detailed and that stuff. It's like really nice actually. Just saying. So whoever made the skins, I must applaud them. They did a fantastic job.
But
just want to say that.
To my home. Do you have anything else to ask? I mean, you're more than welcome to ever, you know, come by. I wasn't really expecting you to come.
I guess. You're saying if I talk to this River person, they can let me know they've been with you for the past few days or whatever?
Yeah. Well, Kay kind of already came by and asked about that.
Okay. Okay, good. So, don't worry about this then. I guess I'll see you later.
Wait, Xylo.
Yeah, okay, here we go. Again, I just don't have anything to say right now. I don't know why. I'm stumped. Like, I should be like, there should be something that to say here, but there's really not. Like, it's just him asking Brian, like, where he's been and if he can ask anyone and if he has any proof, right? Besides that, it's just, like, nothing's really happened yet. So, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm sorry for everything.
Okay. What are you sorry for? Everything's a little bit of a
Here we go, yeah. Wait.
broad topic, isn't it?
I'm just sorry for
Yeah, actually, yeah, I just realized this, and now I have something to talk about. Brian kind of fucked over Xylo the most. You don't really think about it, but like a lot of people would like think that he fucked over Kay the most. He really didn't. Like he barely interacted with Kay, Quay, and then he killed her. Yeah, but like whoop de doo, she came back. No offense, but yeah. Um, but like he literally brainwashed Xylo into being his date for the Aphrodite ball. I don't want to say anything, but does that count as like assault? Because like he was very touchy with Xylo. I think he even asked him to kiss him. So like, does that count as assault? I think it counts as assault. Ah, that's weird to think about. Yeah, like he kind of, at the bare minimum, he mentally assaulted Xylo by, literally brainwashing him. Then he's also just been kind of like not an asshole to him, but like Brian has had the most interactions with Xylo and Mario, right? At least like the most negative ones, right? So like, yeah, you should probably say sorry to Xylo more than Cake, right? I just realized. I just realized, yeah, you should probably do that. I'm just saying.
Killing Kate, having you have to be sent to the underworld because of it.
Come on, Brian. Those two things are pretty bad. Don't get me wrong, but like, there's one massive because there's the thing they don't treat it that seriously. Like, I'm not saying that they should, right? But like, they don't treat Xylo literally being brainwashed by Brian into being his boyfriend, pretty much for the Aphrodite ball. They don't treat that as like a huge thing. Like, it does get brought up a few times, but it doesn't get brought up like he was assaulted or anything. That, to be honest, he wasn't really assaulted. It was I'm probably over escalating it and like misremembering, but like he did get brainwashed. So that's hypnotized. What's the difference between brainwashing and hypnosis? I guess brainwashing is like a more permanent version of hypnosis and it's harder to like get out of. I don't know. That's a good question. Should we look that up after this video?
And killing Jakey and releasing the Titans especially.
I love that they just don't bring up the fact that he literally like brainwashed Xylo. I know I've said this like probably 20 times by now, but like, who knows? Let's keep it going. He might say it eventually, right? Probably.
I'm sorry, that Rose just didn't come in
there we
my
go.
life. Maybe things could have been different.
Yep.
Rose just didn't come into my life. Maybe
Ads.
things could have been different.
Yeah, it could have been different.
Brian isn't totally wrong though. Like if Hera didn't give him, and I guess that's a spoiler for like Mario / Brian's POV of this series, but Hera was the one that gave him the rose for him to try and kill Mario because Mario is a son of Zeus and the whole like Hera and Zeus thing, you know how that goes. But like theoretically speaking, if Brian never gets the rose, almost all of season 1 is different, right? Like the start of season 1 isn't that different, but like does Mario find out that he's the son of Zeus as quickly? Because remember that they find out that he's a son of Zeus because Brian was an asshole and threw his teddy bear that his father gave him and it was the last gift that he left him before he left him. Wow, my speech is 100, I swear. But yeah, that was the last gift Zeus left him before he left himself. and then threw it in the flame, and that made him start the thunder, and then they found out that he's the son of Zeus. But if Brian isn't an asshole in season one and doesn't get corrupted by the rose, Mario probably doesn't figure out that he's the son of Zeus as fast. The Titans don't get released. Kay and Jakey don't die. What else changes? Well, I guess the other thing that changes is that Xylo doesn't get hypnotized. But everything with Xylo would stay the same up until like the Aphrodite Ball, because that's mostly because of Kay hating him and that stuff. So pretty much Xylo's whole journey would probably almost stay the same, except that he wouldn't have to be stuck in the underworld. So season 2 would be kind of different. Like it wouldn't be that different, would it? Not entirely. I guess Xylo would be more like comfortable with people and would be like more like that's like if he doesn't get the rose, a lot of things change. A lot of things change, right? So like that's an interesting aspect. Kay and Mario might still end up together because that was Xylo's doing. Mitch and I forgot her name, but the other one that he hooked Mitch up with would also stay the same. They would both end up together. The fight with Austin might not happen in this universe and that timeline. Or this hypothetical, right? Because Austin and Xylo only fought because of the fact that Brian hypnotized him, and then Bree used a love potion on him to counteract the hypnosis. So Austin and Xylo might still be like really close brothers, even when he's found out to be the son of Hades. Wow. A lot of things change. Of course, Austin doesn't die. At least I don't think he does, because again, I haven't seen Austin's part of season 1, but I'm guessing like he either dies or he gets sent to hell at the end of season 1, right? So, but Xylo being on good terms with Austin and them still being like him still seeing him as a brother, and Austin will probably still see him as a brother too, would probably not happen. Like he would probably still be alive at the start of season 2, but then Rakara would also be sent to hell and stay in hell because no one would be able to get him out. Well, a lot of things change. I'm sorry I'm going on this rant, but like I'm just trying to see what would change, and a lot of things would change if Brian doesn't get corrupted by the seductive rose. Jeez, wow, that's intriguing, very intriguing.
A lot of things could have been different. So, are you sorry for everything you did or everything the rose made you do?
Again, before Brian starts blaming the rose for almost everything, and me trying to defend Brian, I will say that I think it's a 50-50, right? Because Brian was gullible enough and stupid enough to have this old woman that gave him a rose and just disappeared out of nowhere. A rose that looks dark purple and it looks cursed. I'm just saying, it looks cursed, right? A woman that gave him a magical sword out of nowhere, and he decided to keep it. Let's all be honest, the seductive rose looks like a cursed object, right? It looks like it like drains your life force, no? Like, Brian is kind of dumb and gullible for doing that, so that is a thing of him. But I do put a lot of it on the seductive rose because it was corrupting his mind and making him power hungry and making him want to kill Mario. So yeah. Also, that does bring up a good question. If Mario didn't go with Xylo when they were going to quote-unquote save Kay, because I do think if they didn't go there, Kay would have been fine. But if they if only Xylo went, do you think Brian would still kill Kay-Quay? Because the reason he killed Kay-Quay was to piss off Mario and break Mario. Because again, the seductive rose makes him hate Mario because it's because of hair and that stuff, right? So like, I wonder if Mario never went to. There's a lot of what ifs in this universe that change the entire story, right? Like, what if Brian doesn't get take the seductive rose or isn't gifted the seductive rose, right? Like, everything changes in season 1. Except, again, Xylo's perspective kind of stays almost the same. Right? Like, it stays almost the same. It's kind of funny how, like, Xylo does not get, like, his whole arc does not change almost until, like, the end, where he needs to fight the Titans and go to hell because Kay wouldn't die in this universe. That's an interesting thing, I'm just saying. Anyways, I've rambled on enough about this. Let's go.
Xylo, the rose made
Are you
me
sorry
do
about
all
what
the-
happened to yourself or what happened to the other people around you?
I'm sorry, this is extremely loud. For me, at least.
It was the rose, Xylo, please.
Okay. I said I was going to defend him. Brian, I would say it's 50-50, okay? I think Xylo even says this. He could have done something, right? Like, the second that you start feeling yourself becoming an arrogant asshat and a fucking bitch, you should have thought, let me just, like, dump the seductive rose somewhere else. Right? Again, I'm not blaming him because the seductive rose does have an influence, and it probably has, like, a, what's it called? Like a, sorry, my brain is just fried today. A possessive quality to it that, like, you won't want to just let it go even if you know it's bad, right? So it might have a possessive quality to it. But, like, at the same time, it's like, but also, no offense to any of you, it was kind of obvious. Like, Kay-Quay, okay, this is what I'm going to say. Kay-Quay's stupid. Kay-Quay knew that the seductive rose was a force of Brian's power. She knew it was bad juju to such a point where she warns Mario to not look into the flower. And Kay-Quay, being the camp counselor, does nothing about it. Throughout the entire series, doesn't try to take it away from him. She literally, whenever she still thought that, like, Xylo's father was Apollo, right? She literally, and he burned down his cabin accidentally. She literally formed a mob to chase him, and if they caught him, probably even kill him. But Brian, with a fucking rose that is called the seductive, a weapon that's called the seductive rose, you don't think, he's using hypnosis, he's brainwashing people, he's kind of an asshole. Let me confiscate the seductive rose. Doesn't even think about it. Kay-Quay, I'm sorry. Do better as a camp counselor. Jeez. She needs to do better as a camp counselor, I swear.
I've planned this so many times.
I get it that the rose influenced you, but you let that happen, Brian.
Kinda, yeah. Like, I don't want
I
to
couldn't
be a...
control myself.
You could have asked for help. You could have fought it.
Like, I'm on both of their sides right now, right? Because I understand what Xylo's saying, right? Because Brian does have some responsibility over what he did, even if it was under the influence of the destructive rose, right? He could have, again, fought and asked for help. Like, we literally see that whenever Kay goes to him, he starts breaking down because of him looking hideous, and all that, right? The seductive rose's influence can be broken through, but it doesn't seem like he tried to fight it, right? Like, the only time we see him, quote-unquote, fighting it is when he's talking one-on-one with Kay, and he's just breaking down in self-loathing, right? In fear, right? But then when Mario and Xylo come in, he just switches back up to that. So I don't know if, like, the seductive rose's influence, like, gets amplified whenever, like, Mario is in his presence. I'm guessing it does because it was made by Hera to try to kill Mario. So I'm guessing it, like, the seductive rose has like a passive corruption effect, right? But it gets like 500% boost to its corruption whenever Mario's involved. That's how I see it, right? Because yeah. But yeah, I do agree with Xylo a little bit. He could have at least asked for help or fought it at least a tiny bit, but he did. So, yeah.
You've just been blaming every step of the way on this stupid rose.
It was a seductive rose.
I get it, bad things happen to people. But you still did bad things. You have to own up to them, Brian.
I am apologizing.
You're kind of saying it's fully the seductive rose's fault. If you said, I'm sorry for everything I did, and I'll try to make it up to all of you, right? And you, even if you say it's, but in my defense, it was somewhat the seductive rose's fault. Just somewhat, right? Like, I would say 25 to 50% the seductive rose's fault. I don't think Xylo would be mad at you. Because it is kind of true, right? The seductive rose is at fault for most of his actions. But he let that happen, right? He was gullible enough, again, I'm repeating myself, but I want to say this again. He's gullible enough to take a rose that a random woman gave him that looks like a weapon that would steal and kill you. Would, like, steal your life force and kill you. Come on now. Come on now. You can't be that gullible. I know Brian is kind of a himbo, but, like, come on. And I mean, like, Origins of Olympus Brian. At least, like, in the fourth season, because he kind of has to be a himbo to just fucking take this seductive rose for no fuck-off reason by a random old woman, right? So, like, he kind of has to be a himbo in the fourth season, in my opinion.
I don't know what else to do. I can't do anything else.
I'm sorry, maybe you should try to make things better every now and then. Maybe seek a little punishment, a little... I don't know.
Yeah, just, help around camp. Clean for free. Brian, all three of us know, me, you, and Xylo all know, you care about your looks and being clean. Do dirty walk. That's a punishment right there. Do dirty walk. Go into the stables and clean. And before anything, like, Brian, you probably have a fucking huge ass shower with like 55 heads. Okay? You can clean yourself off like it's nothing whenever you come back. Though I will say, having wings like Brian's must be a headache. Like, it just must be a fucking headache to have those kinds of wings now. Because, like, yeah, that must just be a fucking headache. Like, imagine trying to clean mud out of pure white feathers. Oh, that must be horrible.
Yeah. Something like that, I don't know. Looks like you're just, having a grand old time in your mansion out here.
Is that a pool? Well, yeah, he does have a pool. I should know. No, it's still like, yeah, does he have this mansion? Like, I know he's the son of Aphrodite, and Aphrodite does care about her kids to the point where she's kind of obsessive. She kind of needs to, like, let go of her kids a tiny bit. Like, that's good of being, like, a loving mother. That's good. At least you're not neglecting your kids. But, like, you should at least, like, let them do what they want. Right? Also, does Brian need to pay for electricity and water? See, these are the things that do not matter, but I want clearance of. It's like, does he have to pay for water and electricity, or is it magically going into his house of water and electricity? Because we know he has a swimming pool, meaning there has to be running water at least. So, where are you getting this stuff from? Do you have like a Generac or something? I just want to know. Do you have like a power plant ran by like one of Zeus's lightning bolts that like Hephaestus made? I need to know this. I don't know why. It's just how I am.
But I've been here at my house for several months. That's my punishment. I've been avoiding everything.
So your punishment is isolation in a mansion. Don't get me wrong, that can be a punishment because especially if you are a social person, being in isolation by yourself, even if it's in a mansion, is definitely a punishment, right? Because you are social, you want to be with people, but since you can't and you're all alone, even if you're in a mansion with running water and electricity, I don't know if he has internet or not, so I'm guessing he doesn't. Then yeah. Also, I hope he doesn't have internet. Mostly because he is a son of Aphrodite. If you get what I'm thinking, then yeah. But he is a son of Aphrodite. See, we all know what websites he would look for if he's all alone by himself, pent up. I'm just saying.
Everybody, I can't be seen anymore with people because they're just terrified. And they just don't want me to be around.
You're saying that your punishment was staying away from people for months.
Okay, this is kind of because again I did watch this. This is quote unquote a spoiler, even though he's gonna say it in a few seconds. Let me just let him say it.
You're saying your punishment was taking your own isolation for months. You know what happened to me? I was sent to the underworld for almost a year.
Okay. I get where he's gonna come from, right? He's going to say I've literally been tortured and I didn't even do anything. But that's comparing your guys' torture. You should never compare anything, right? Because yes, who had it worse, Brian or Xylo? I will say Xylo had it worse, especially since he had to kill someone that he saw as a brother. So yeah, but Brian also did suffer. Right, he did suffer. He was by himself. Again, I have no idea if Brian's a social person, but since he does do the Aphrodite ball, he does, talk to people a lot. I would say he's a pretty social person, right? So Brian, being a social person, being in isolation for months on end with no one but himself, and the knowledge of what he did under the influence of the seductive rose is still punishment. Like, don't get me wrong, it's not as bad as I do feel bad for him because he didn't deserve it. But Brian himself has suffered, right? He just hasn't suffered as much as Xylo has. That's why you can't really compare. Like, for example, let's say you get essayed, right? But then someone else loses their entire family and a murder, right? Who has it worse? Both. It doesn't matter if one of them is worse than the other or one of them is less bad, right? They've still both suffered and they've both had horrible things happen to them, right? So mostly what I'm saying is that I don't like comparing, I don't like to compare punishments or I don't like to compare who suffered more, right? I don't like comparing that because everyone has their own suffering and everyone has their own thing, but everyone has suffered, right? Again, going back to Xylo and Brian, they have both suffered. Has Brian suffered as much as Xylo? No, but he still suffered. So, yeah. But yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. That I just don't like comparing people suffering because it's like, who cares? You've both suffered. You both, come on. Like, yeah. If I don't make sense, I'm sorry. My brain is literally frying and I have no idea why.
I wasn't in some cozy mansion. I wasn't in some elegant ballroom. No. I was fighting to the death in an arena almost every day, Brian.
Does he have a ballroom? I don't think we ever see the ballroom. We see like the pool. We see that stuff, but I don't think we ever see the ballroom in his mansion. So I don't think he has one. I'm just saying.
Stop, please.
You know what that's
scaring
like?
me.
And I didn't even do anything. I saved everyone.
But look, everything turned out fine. Kate's back, and JK, they survived. And now you're back.
She came back because of me. I came back because of me.
Yes. I don't really have an excuse for Brian here. I can't really defend him on that one. It was because of you, so touche. Did anyone even try to get Xylo back? Like, actually? Like, I know that there's only one other person that is a son of Hades, but like, Mario, you're the son of Zeus. If you blackmail your father enough, you can definitely get Xylo back before the 1 year. I am just saying. Now, would he be in good relationships with his father? No, but I'm pretty sure he doesn't even have good relationships with his father anyway, so just saying.
I paid the price for that, Brian. I did. Not you and your mansion. I did. I paid for your...
Does he have two pools? I just noticed what's behind him right now is a pool. And then to the right of Xylo right now, in the other room, there's another pool. Why do you need two pools? I guess this one's deeper because the other one's only 1 block deep. So I guess like that one is really just to relax when this pool is more for exercise. I guess that's all I can think of. Why do you need two pools? Why?
I'm sorry.
But you know what? Maybe I should show you what it's like to pay that price. Maybe I should give you just a taste, just a fraction of what I went through for the past year. How about that?
Fraction.
Xylo, please. No.
In the underworld.
No. Xylo, no.
Ow. So Xylo can just go in and out of the underworld? Why didn't he do that before? And to me, it's also so weird that like Hades can like take away Xylo's magic. I don't feel like he should be able to because it's not like Zeus has literally taken away people's magic and that stuff, but like Hades has never shown that. Remember in season 1, he stopped them from shadow stepping. I'm guessing he stopped them from like, shadow stepping back into the human world. So like, it's weird that like Hades can just control that because like Hades again, isn't a shadow, darkness, or death god. He's the ruler of the underworld. That's it. He's the I guess he's the underworld god, right? He just rules the underworld. That's it. But in this incarnation, I guess he is a death god. It's still so weird to me. Anyways, yeah.
Xylo? Is that you?
I love how the captions say Silo with an S when it's Silo with an X. Ugh, I cannot speak. I am super sorry. Dun, dun, dun.
This is your true punishment, Brian.
Hey, Xylo, you got your wings, even though you never had wings in season 1, even though we saw you with wings in all of your visions. Well, not all of them, but in some of your visions you had wings, but then we never saw them in season 1. But then in season 2, you have wings here, but then you don't get wings. So, like, it's super weird how his wings walk in this universe. I'm not gonna lie. Also, would you want Xylo's wings or like Brian's? I personally would want Xylo's wings, even though Brian's looks better, just because of the fact that it would be 100% easier to wash. Because Xylo's wings are actual skin. See, it's they're not made out of feathers, right? So it's way easier to like clean, and theoretically you can even fly in the rain, even though by technicality, by the size of those wings, you wouldn't be able to lift yourself off the ground. But still, like if you could, I would want Xylo's wings because again, they would be easier to clean than Brian's. That you have feathers. And you can't fly in the rain because the feathers would get wet, making it hard to fly. So, yeah, just saying.
No.
Also, I'm guessing this is in his head, because if this is not in his head, what would have happened if Brian died here? No, like, seriously, what would have happened if Brian just fucking died? So that's why I'm guessing this is in his head. It's like a fucking vision that he's getting him, right? Because there was no way Xylo would take that chance, right? Because centipedes are poisonous. So if the centipede actually did catch up and bite him, he would have been fucked. Brian would have been fucked. Just saying.
Ah! Oh, no, get away! Ah! What is that?
No, this is a hell centipede, so might be done.
No, get away!
You could last a year here, then maybe I can forgive you. But
that doesn't really make sense. Mostly because Brian himself isn't a fighter. Or a son of Hades that is, in my opinion, stronger than Aphrodite. So, yeah. Plus, most of Hades' powers that we've seen are mostly offensive, when, in my opinion, most of Aphrodite's powers would be more defensive or mental-based. So if the creature doesn't have a brain, like, or isn't that smart, like, you know, centipedes, ants, jellyfish, then, like, you can't really, like, make them lust over you. I'm guessing. Would be weird if you could. So, yeah. Just saying, I do not think that, this is really accurate because you yourself are a fighter and you like fighting and you like a challenge. We actually see this in the 4th season, just saying. And Brian isn't a fighter and he's not that powerful. And, you know, he's not the son of one of the big 3 gods. I'm just saying. So, just saying.
first, you must face your fears.
Oh, no, No, please help me! Someone!
Hey! Light-based? I know I said that the Aphrodite children had defensive magics, right? Why does he have a light shield? That's an Apollo thing. I guess it's kind of hard to like make Aphrodite powers in like a roleplay setting. Like I guess it is easy because you can just pretend like they did with the hair hypnosis with Xylo, but like still. Also, I wonder if Charm Speak is still that powerful, or Charm Speak is more like persuasion than anything. I feel like that's what Charm Speak is, no? Especially if it's not Aphrodite, it's literally just like a persuasion thing with why just like you use Charm Speak on someone, you're like, give me a water, even though they wouldn't want to, but they would then because why wouldn't they? Again, I want to know power scaling. I actually want to know the power scaling of this universe. I would say Brian is not that powerful. So Dr. Rose Brian might be pretty powerful, but normal Brian, aka season 2 Brian, I don't think he's the powerhouse. he's not really a powerhouse. Oh my god, my throat is starting to ache. So, if I don't talk that much after this point, that's probably why, because my voice is starting to, my throat's starting to get dry and starting to hurt.
Away from me! No.
You did this, Brian. You have to take responsibility for what you've done.
Yeah, might not pause anymore, I'm just saying.
No, get away!
Throat's actually killing me. No! Ah, spiders! Okay, yeah, that's okay. Hey, light-based magic again. What, are you also son of Apollo?
Now,
Okay, I'll be nice.
what is it you truly fear, Brian? What do you fear?
What? No way!
That's not...
That's impossible!
no, yeah, that's how he looked in season 1. Yep, never mind, yep, definitely. Oh my god, my god. And this is why I say it's all in his head, because he literally gets that. Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm losing my voice. I'm actually losing my voice. I can't believe this. And add I hate ads, but I'm too poor to get YouTube Premium. Too poor for it. But
You're lucky I wouldn't wish that on anyone. Not even you.
so yeah, it was in his head. Can we go back to... There we go.
We're back?
Yes, Brian, we're back.
Theoretically, in my opinion, you never left because that was in your head. That also means that Xylo has mental manipulation powers. That's something to think about. Just saying.
Is that what it was like for you all year?
Yes.
More or less. It's not pretty in the underworld. But I got used to it after a while.
You know what? You would think with Persephone being down there and her being the daughter of Demeter, that the underworld would have more plantation. I'm just saying. Just saying.
Adapted.
That's
I made do.
horrible.
Yeah. You could have... If things didn't go right, you could have ended up putting Kayla through that. You could have ended up putting Jakey through that. So...
Cool.
So,
You gotta...
is that it? You're just not gonna
I don't know.
punish me?
It's not really my place to punish you. All I can say is, are you ever gonna do anything like that again?
No, of course not. No, never.
So, can you promise me you're never gonna do anything like that again?
I promise you I will never.
If he doesn't get mentally manipulated.
You say that with 100% certainty, Brian.
No.
I'm not gonna do it.
No. You cannot promise that because of the fact that there's gods out there that could possibly just mentally control you, even though you would think that if you're a child of Aphrodite, you would have some resistance to mental manipulation, but I digress. I digress.
How do you know?
I
If you're under control, how do you know?
guess I don't. But I don't want to. I don't want any of that.
Good.
I'm not seeking for power to be the most beautiful person. I just want everything to go back the way it was before I picked up the rose.
I don't know if that's ever gonna happen. But what you can do is take every possible precaution, every possible step to make sure you do your best for that never to happen.
Good. I'm sorry, guys. My throat. Good words, Xylo. Good. Yeah. Good.
Never gonna take any swords from strangers ever again, I promise.
Okay.
That's a
Guess
funny
that's one
line.
thing. But just be careful. Try to help others. Pay off your...
By technicality, the seductive rose isn't a sword. It's a rose. I'm just saying. Even though it can be used as a sword because it looks like a sword and acts like a sword, it is a rose. Just saying.
That's like that.
That's what I'm trying to do right now.
I'm gonna let you do it.
But
I'm not gonna banish you to the underworld when you could be out here helping people, alright?
that means a lot. Does that mean...
I forgive you. But I'm not the one you stabbed.
That is true.
I'm not the one you got in any major fights with.
That is true.
So, you probably have a lot further to go.
Yeah, I do.
But I
He was the one that brainwashed you, though. Just saying.
guess I better get heading back to camp. Just, if you don't mind, just don't really bring this up to anyone.
Okay, is there any particular reason?
Kayla,
No,
for
he don't-
example, suggested I don't talk to you, so... Yeah. And then I
Maybe
did.
you're right.
Yeah.
Either way.
Maybe I should start blaming myself instead of the sword like I've been doing.
Well, it's not all you. Don't blame yourself for everything.
Exactly. Again, I would say it's 50-50. You took the sword because you were fucking a himbo, I guess. And you... I can't really think of anything else. Like, before the sword took full control, that I think is whenever he started having, like, his black wings and the mark on his face, he could have probably tried to resist it a tiny bit more. Just saying.
But understand that it's your actions, so you gotta own up to them to some extent. The sword, yeah. The sword's the worst part of it. You're not evil. But everyone can do a bad thing every once in a while. Alright?
I think he said that because of what he did with Austin. Like, I think he does believe that, but also remember that he did kill Austin to come back. So he's probably also saying that because he's also done evil things, right? Because he killed Austin, that is evil. So, like, yeah.
Thank you, Xylo. You have no idea how much that means to me to hear from you. I just gotta get everybody else to forgive me.
Well, I wish you the best of luck. As I said, it's not gonna be easy, but... I wish you luck.
Thank you. Oh, by the way,
Yeah.
I just wanted to apologize as well for, of course, not the seductive rose, I guess me, for seducing you to go to last year's Aphrodite's ball.
You stuttered! Perfect! You're one of us, boy.
Yeah, that was
That's
not
my
okay
date.
either. That was weird. That was
just wanted to
terrible.
But do you see what I mean? They kind of play it off as like a joke. And of course, it is a Minecraft role play, and it is kind of funny to just be like, actually, yeah, that wasn't good either. Like, thank God that, like, Xylo actually doesn't hold a grudge for that, but that is kind of funny. Just like, Yeah, actually, that isn't good either. Yeah, don't do that again. Please, no.
Fine.
I mean, if it gives you any satisfaction, you were a pretty awesome date to have, you know.
Yes, yes, the embarrassing conversation. Yes, I love these kinds of conversations. Oh, so good. Okay.
Well, thanks, but I don't think I went through a lot there. Must be pulled in a bunch of different directions by magic.
That is true.
Yeah. Well, you were a perfect date.
Okay.
maybe that-
Is a love potion considered magic or a potion? That's a good question. Is it considered magic, potion, or a drug?
Gives any
Thanks.
satisfaction?
Thanks. Fantastic. All right. See you later,
Not
Brian.
like I'm gonna. Okay.
Wait,
right.
you're not gonna what?
You're not gonna what?
No, I'm not gonna do that ever again. I'm
Okay.
not.
Okay.
Take someone else this time, on your own accord.
Okay.
Okay.
You're
Okay.
not suggesting we.
No, I love this. I don't know why. It's just so good.
No.
Okay.
No, 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 no.
All right. I'll see you next time.
Unless.
Oh,
no, right.
No.
Oh no, this is a ballroom. I'm fucking dumb.
Just let's no.
No.
Yeah.
It went poorly last time. Just no.
Just no.
Big no. Not.
We
Nothing
did.
about you. Just
No. You're right.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Bye, Zeb.
See you at camp.
See ya. I'm fucking dumb. This is the ballroom. That's not a fucking pool. I am so fucking dumb. That's the perfect way to end this. Showing how dumb I am. Fuck.
They're looking up.
Oh, and that's a ballroom too.
Ooh,
Or is that just...
fish.
Oh, let me just do that because that's probably copyright right in. Well, I hope all you guys enjoyed. Like I said at the beginning, these videos in this channel in the description down below. Please go check them out. And yeah, I hope all you guys have a great day. And I'll see all you guys on the next one. Peace out.